You can complete any SBC on FC26 for free using League SBCs like this Busquets, like the Icon, like the Player of the Month Haaland, whatever it is you want to complete, and you can do it using League SBCs. I'm going to walk you through how you can do that. And I see comments on videos like this all the time saying it's not free because you're spending coins on players or bronze packs or whatever it is, but trust me, you do this in the long run and it works out. You don't really lose any coins, you don't really make any coins, but you can do any SBC just using the players and the fodder you get from these grinds. So yeah, just know you're not looking to make any coins, but you're not going to lose any coins really. It's pack luck dependent as well, which means you can also pack icons from it like these people have. I'll throw a few screenshots of what I've seen from Twitter already. It's mental. Ronaldinho, Busquets, some unbelievable pack pools, so you can get some of that as well. But let's jump straight into step one of how to do any SBC for free. So number one, go to your SBCs tab and favorite these SBCs. Of course, the premium and the mixed league SBCs that came out recently. Then you want to favorite the daily bronze upgrade, the daily silver upgrade, the daily common gold, the daily rare gold, all of these prime bronze and prime silvers, the 3 regular upgrades. And then as well, I would even favorite any upgrade packs that are out at the time, with my favorite one right now being the 5x80, which you can do once a day. I think there's also a few others out, but that's my favorite one right now. So just favorite whatever upgrade packs are out at the time. And then we can go on to bronze packs, which is going to be how we're going to do most of this method. It's basically trading your time for players rather than just trading your coins. So many of you boys may know bronze pack method, but I'll walk you through it right now just in case you don't. You're essentially going to be buying bronze packs and then being very smart with what we get from the bronze packs. Let me talk you through what you need to buy, what you need to sell, all the good stuff, okay? So basically, we're looking for players from the leagues in the League SBC leagues, and then the rest of the players we're going to use in upgrades or sell if they sell, and we're going to be selling everything that sells in these packs, discarding the rest, but essentially we're looking for League SBC players, right? So from the mixed league, we are looking for Ball, Libertadores, and Sudamericana cards. That's like alone is what makes bronze pack method so good for this, as those cards have skyrocketed in price, right? There are a couple of K for the gold. They are like, I think they're a K plus for the silvers and bronzes. Still, it's mental, which makes this grind so doable using bronze pack method. But then also we're looking for Bundesliga 2 players, Serie B players, La Liga Hypermotion, which is the second Spanish league, Liga 2, so the second French league, then MLS or EFL, and that's all the leagues from the mixed league upgrade. And then from the premium mixed league boys, we're looking for Ball, Sudamericana, and Libertadores again. But we're also looking for Eredivisie, Liga, and Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and Premier League. So you can just make a note of all those leagues, right? Have them up somewhere when you're doing this, and they're the players looking to keep, right? So as you can see in here, we're keeping this player from the Eredivisie, basically, from the Dutch league. He'll go into the SBC, but then we don't need this player from the English 4th league, and we don't need this rare player from the Chinese league, right? There's a couple different ways people do bronze pack method. Here's what I think you should do, right? Sell everything that's not in the League SBCs, leagues, and sells. So there'll be a few cards that are like that, but not too many. For the most part, you're going to keep everything from the League SBCs. You're going to keep everything like this card from the Eredivisie, right? And then the rest of the cards who fall in that limbo, which they don't really sell for anything. If we check this guy's price, see how he doesn't really sell on the market? Same with this guy here. He will not sell on the market because he's not needed. What you're going to do with those is put them into upgrade packs, which we favorited earlier to continue the grind. Then check every single manager. Start to learn what managers sell for, as a lot of the nations do sell. He obviously doesn't because he's from Paraguay, I think. And then look out for some consumables that sell as well, or any coins you can get in the bronze packs. But for the most part, the rest of the stuff, we're going to just quick sell to get some coins back in the club. So we'll quick sell that. We already make around 300 and so coins back. And we send the 3 players to the club. And just know, with this whole method, throughout the entire grind, you never discard anything, even if it's a duplicate. We're going to be using the duplicate storage. Let's open another bronze pack just to show you again, just in case we get something different here, but it's going to be the same throughout the whole entire grind, okay? So second pack, already you can see we got a Romanian player, someone from the Liga F we don't care about. They're going to be using upgrades, and they're both rare as well, so we could actually keep them and sell them for when a bronze squad of an Icon segment comes out. Basically, some SBCs require a full bronze rare squad, and then these cards can go up in price to sort of 200 or 300 coins, and you can keep them for that. But we did get already a Ball player, which, as you can see, sells for 1,500 coins. And these lazy sell really, really well. You can probably sell this for 2,000 coins, right? So you have two options here to either sell these cards and wait for untradeable ones, or keep them, okay? Here's my personal opinion. Sell half, keep half. There's no exact method to it, but that's the perfect balance of not losing your coins when you're doing this grind and also completing the League SBCs very efficiently. So sell half of your common the ball players and keep half of them. So maybe for this guy, we'd sell him to open some more packs. The next one you get, you keep, and so on and so on. So once again, we can discard all the stuff that's not going to sell. We get a nice 100 coin boost there as well. So that's 300 coins, and we're going to send all players to the club. We can either choose to put these in upgrades, which I'm going to do, or you can keep all your rares and use them in future, SBCs like the Icon that we mentioned. And there we go, boys. We sold our first common the ball player. I would then keep the next one and so on and so on, but it puts coins back into the grind. Remember, sell your managers that sell as well. They'll put coins back into the grind. And just keep an eye out on all players. I would compare the price on all players and just check what sells and what doesn't. Right, into step 2, we can start doing upgrade packs. This is probably just from what you've got in the club. This is almost like a setup for the grind, right? So you've got an open bronze packs, as many as you can. I would really recommend you open at least 50,000 coins worth of bronze packs to start. If you don't have 50,000 coins, that is fine. You can look to just trade up to, that 50,000 coins. Loads of videos on the channel about that. You don't need to do 50,000. You can also do way more. But basically, this is a method that you're going to do in mass, right? If you don't do this in mass, you're not going to see any big results from it. So do it in mass. I would recommend at least 50,000 coins in bronze packs just to start. And then you can go to this here where we've got the upgrade packs, okay? Now, with what's currently out, start with your dailies 100%. These are amazing, okay? For example, with the daily bronze upgrade, you basically put one bronze player in and get 11 back, and you can do that 3 times. It is then the same with the daily silver upgrade, so you can put 1 silver in to get 11 back 3 times. The same with the daily common gold upgrade, and then you can do the daily rare gold upgrade once. So we're going to go and spam these now. Just make sure when you're putting players in these SBCs, you're, of course, using non-rare, untradeable off-league cards, or you can use those tradables that don't sell. But yeah, non-rare and off-league. So we can put in this Romanian player here and submit that, and we get the bronze pack. And, of course, everything you get from all of these packs is untradeable, so you can't do anything wrong with it. Just make sure you send it to the club, and don't discard duplicates, okay? Make sure if you get any duplicates, you just send them to the SBC storage. We will use everything in upgrades. What you're hoping for here is more Sudamericana and Libertadores cards, untradeable. As I think we got one here. Yeah, so this is a Libertadores card. So when we talked about selling them before, the reason you're selling half of them is you want to get most of them from these untradeable upgrade packs. This pack's a really good example as well because we got 1, 2, 3, and that's an expensive one, and then 4, 5, another expensive one. So 5 of the League SBC cards, and 2 of them being the really expensive ones, the Sudamericana Libertadores from our first bronze upgrade. So you can start to see how this method's going to work already. Then do that with all your daily bronze upgrades. Then from everything you get from them daily bronze upgrades, go into the daily silver upgrade. And it's the same principle again, right? We're looking to use our non-rare off-league silvers in this, as well as any upgrades we're doing, okay? So here, let's go and find a non-rare off-league silver. We can go down, go to this one here. And make sure as well, check some of these silver's prices if they are tradable, because some of them, even if they're off-league, sell really well for some of the silver tournaments out. It does expire, the silver tournament that's been out recently, but I'm sure we'll get more in the future. So just check if any of them sell. But for example, we can put this Polish league player in, who's not very meta. He's not really anything at all. He's not a League SBC card. So we can put him in, and then you can rinse and repeat that. And it's the same as well. We'll go and open the silver pack, but it's the same idea. So premium silver players pack, and the person on the front there is Libertadores. I think we are getting extremely lucky here with these Lib and Sud cards, but essentially you will get a lot of them from packs, as they are obviously, a lot of them are silver and bronze. You'll get a lot of them. But here we've got 1 League SBC, 2. We have got 3, 4. That's from the women's. Then 5. None there. 6. That's from the women's. So 6 League SBC cards in our first silver upgrade. These are great. Again, all untradeable. Just send everything to the club again. On to the daily common gold. I got this wrong. It's actually 5 bronze, 5 silver players, but it's the same idea, right? I'll complete this now. And again, no League SBCs, no rares where possible. Same idea. And we'll get this opened and show you this just to show you, what sort of cards you're getting from these daily commons as well. Also, when you're doing this as well, don't forget your SBC storage. I pretty much have nothing in it right now, but when you're going and doing a few runs of this, you will start to build SBC storage in terms of silver and bronzes as well as gold. So make sure when you're going through this, you're not forgetting those as well. Right, we've got our 11 common gold players pack. You can also get promos from this if they're common base, and you also get 1 rare slot, which is nice. But look how many of these cards are League SBCs. We have got English, French, Spain, Dutch there. He's League SBC, and then that's German women, so she's not. But most of them, again, League SBCs. Again, send them all to the club, and you got to do it one more time for the daily rare. So again, we've got our 5 rare player pack. It's capped at 78, so you're not going to pack anything big, but it's nice to just get some more in the club. You can even get some more League SBC cards. We've got a few German league players there. It's basically just to put more non-League SBC cards into League SBC cards. Once you've done all your daily SBCs, because they're by far the best value, then you can move on to these prime bronze and prime silver upgrade packs as well. Again, same idea where you're putting non-League SBC cards to get League SBC cards back. These give tradable packs back. So if these are still out when you're doing the grind, make sure that you're selling all the big tradable players again. So for example, if you get Lib and Sud cards here, the same idea where you sell half, keep half, okay? And then you should, when you're done these, you can then move on to upgrades like these, where you got the 5 times 80, where this is more where you're getting fodder from. So already this is part of the fodder grind. Once again, no League SBC cards, and ideally in here, obviously no high-rated cards. And if you can't do that, and you've still got cards like bronzes and silvers to use in your club, then you can, of course, do the bronze and silver and gold upgrade as a last resort if you're going to be spamming this method throughout the day. But you remember, just basically try and stick to these daily upgrades when they are there. Right, it is step 3, and we're finally time to look at these League SBCs, okay? There are 2 League SBCs. Here's what I recommend. I've gone and looked at Twitter and all the different people who are grinding these. I've tried to get basically everything together and get everything for you guys to see what is the best way to do this. And from what I understand, you want to be prioritizing the premium mixed league upgrades and doing it at a ratio of about every 3 of these you complete a 1 mixed league upgrade. Maybe it's 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that region. So you complete a few runs of this SBC here. You'll then complete a mixed league SBC. And the reason why is because of the Lib Sud cards, essentially. Basically, when you're doing the grind, you're not going to pack as many of these 3 SBCs, like the bottom 3 squads, as you are these 3 with the Prem, La Liga and Eredivisie, the Bundesliga, Serie A. These cards are more common, especially when you're doing like a lot of the gold upgrades. So you'll be able to do a lot of these quicker. And then the reason you're not looking to do the mixed league like as much is because basically both of the squads for the Libertadores and Sudamericana from both of the SBCs are really quite expensive because of how much the cards have shot up in price, which is good for bronze pack method, but it's not good for completing this efficiently. But because they're both really expensive, we're going to try and put all of our Lib and Sud cards into the premium when we can, because the packs we get back from this are better, right? Jumbo Gold, Prime Electrum, Small Rare Gold, Small Prime Gold, and then also for the reward, a Prime Gold Players Pack versus a Small Rare Gold Players Pack, an Electrum, a Premium Mix, a Small Electrum, and a Small Prime Silver Players Pack. Nowhere near as good, so we're going to be focusing most of our energy onto this one here, and we're going to be using all of our Lib and Sud cards into this one here, right? The way I'd recommend doing this is just complete, steps 1, 2, get the bronze packs in, get all the upgrades in. Once you've done 1, 2, or 3, I'd recommend at least 3 runs of this premium mixed league upgrade. Then go to the mixed league upgrade. And what you should find is, after doing that many runs, you should have most of the cards from all of these bottom right squads. So it makes it overall quite cheap to complete. You're still going to end up buying some cards from the Lib and Sud League SBC because you'll have been using them in the other segment. But it does mean you should have most of these completed, right? So you can only then, after a few runs of the premium, then go to the mix, as you do get some packs back from this, which give tradable players, and you'll even get some Lib and Sud and other League SBC cards from these packs, so don't ignore them. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on the premium one. So how would I start this personally? Well, personally, I'm going to do the bottom 3 right squads first. The reason for that is that obviously Lib and Sud is the most expensive, so any additional packs we can get in here with the Rare Gold, the Prime Electrum, in this Prime Gold, you could possibly get some Lib and Sud gold cards, which are really expensive. So any of the packs we can get in here before we do the Lib and Sud, we obviously want to do that. All the League SBC segments are pretty self-explanatory. You're going to need 11 players from the 2 leagues that I mentioned. You can have player from one club max 1, and some of them it's max 2, I believe, in the Lib and Sud one. You need 2 min gold, 3 like min rare in this one, for example, a rate in the chemistry. All of that's not too bad. If you've basically just got 11 players from these leagues, you're not going to be that far off that in general, okay? Only thing I'd recommend specifically is don't put anything above 83 rated in any of the squads. Save your 84s and above, as they have like value as fodder, basically. They're going to be your first fodder cards. And even then, try and save your 82s and 83s where possible. However, some of the higher rated squads, like this La Liga one, this Serie A one, you can make it a lot easier by putting 1 or 2 83s in and then some lower end cards. And even if you have some bronzes, maybe a couple 83s, couple 82s, but don't put any 84s in. Save them as fodder. There we go. I've got the La Liga and Premier League segment. Probably a few too many rares in. I've got 183 Ferran Torres to boost the rating up. I personally just didn't use any silvers here, as I only have 183 in, but do it however you please. You'll get, so many cards in your club that are silvers, bronzes, 83s, whatever it is, right? Do it however you please. Try not to use any cards that sell, just obviously. These are pretty much all untradeable that I'm using. And you can complete that and get the packs back and do that. And then you can go and do the other 2 segments as well. What I would recommend with all of these SBCs and all of these squads is, right, you're obviously not always going to have 11 players from all of the SBCs. What I would recommend is never, ever, ever buy players like more than you need. So what I mean is don't try and buy more than 3 or 4 players to finish an SBC. A lot of the squads, especially in the mixed league upgrade, are genuinely just not, they're not expensive. They're 200 coins or whatever it is. But still, don't try and buy more than 3 or 4 or 5 players. Try and get most of them from the packs. And then if you just need a couple of players to complete 1 or 2 of the segments, that's fine to go and buy them on the market for a couple hundred coins. As you can see there with the pack, by the way, we just stored everything to the club because it doesn't really matter. It is all untradeable anyway. When it will matter is for these 2 first segments, is they're tradable packs. And what you're going to do with those is, again, same as before. Sell half the lib sub cards, sell anything that sells, get rid of anything that sells in the market for you're not going to need in the grind. And then just send everything else to the club for either upgrades or league SBCs. There you go, second segment. We've used the bronze we packed right at the start. Some of the other silvers and bronzes we got from the upgrades, and then some golds already in the club, which if you don't have that, don't worry, because you'll start this grind, start getting golds in your club. It does really help, by the way, if you're doing rivals, champs, and squad battles, as you'll have a lot more cards in the club, of course, from them SBCs. But it's not needed. But yeah, I definitely recommend just getting rewards like normal, as it'll really help start this grind off. But we can submit that, get the pack, and remember, this is a tradable pack. Let me show you how I do this one. So it's a Prime Electrum pack, which is gold and silvers. You can obviously pull big things from these boys. Like I say, I've seen a lot of icons, which is ridiculous. But again, straight to this page, you can sell what you don't need here. So for example, we can sell this, I can't say her name. You can sell her if you want. You can also keep her into the club to do upgrade. She'll be discard, so I'm going to keep her for an upgrade. And then we've got a League SBC player, a League SBC player, another League SBC, another League SBC, another League SBC, another League SBC, a tradable Libertadores, and then a Swiss League player. So again, if we check this guy's price, another Libertadores card. It looks like he's sitting around 2,000 coins. We sold the last one, so we can keep him from the lib segment and then move on. And that's how I do it personally. Right, I've got to completed the Bundesliga in Serie A. It's the same concept as the rest, but I do want to talk about the Libertadores and Sudamericana squad, as this is the one that is the problem squad for pretty much everyone, okay? I guarantee when you go to complete this for the first time, or maybe if you have some cards in the club, it'll be the second time for you. You might only have 3, 4, or 5 Libertadores and Sudamericana cards, right? You're going to basically have to buy some cards. I would recommend trying to buy 4 or 5 of these cards max. 5's getting a push. 6 is definitely getting a push. It can definitely be worth it because you get some tradable packs back from this, right? And if you're happy to lose coins, it makes it a bit more efficient. But we're looking to do SBCs for free in the long run. So you're looking to only really try and buy 4 or 5 lib or sud cards, which might mean some more bronze pack method and then more upgrades, and you go from there. But that's, however you want to plan on doing it. I'd personally do it the efficient way, which means you're looking to buy less, which means more bronze packs. But if you're looking for someone who's, doing it in like a short time span, you can go buy more of these cards on the market. They're like 1 or 2K, so it can be a little bit expensive if it adds up. To be fair, just from doing one set of like half the grind so far, I've just got this. I think I had this guy in my club. I definitely had one of these already in my club, right? But I think the rest of them we just got from doing the packs just then. So maybe it's actually not going to be too bad. We did also sell a few of the players, remember? So if we didn't sell a few of the players, we'd have an extra few slots filled in here. But this is the perfect situation, right? Where you just need to go buy the rest of the players. So yeah, you're going to spend some coins, but that's fine because we're getting tradable packs back, which you can sell the players from. I've gone and bought the rest of the players then. It cost me about 6,000 or 7,000 coins. I just didn't even try and snipe them really. So I just went and paid the full price, which is fine. 6,000 or 7,000 coins. The rest of it was basically free. Our bronze packs paid for themselves with the Libertadores players that we sold. So that's pretty much fine. You could also get some managers and informs, by the way, in bronze packs. They're ridiculous at the minute. But yeah, so basically paid for itself, which means we kind of just did a full round for free. But of course, I did have some rivals and some champs, like rewards cards stocked in the club. I also didn't do all the daily upgrades that you can do. So that means I'm pretty sure you could do a full round of that for free, as long as you do well in the bronze packs, which is great, right? What you're really looking for here is untradeable fodder. You should sell all the tradable fodder you get from packs like this jumbo gold pack. And by the way, this jumbo gold pack can be a gold mine because of things like chemistry styles. For example, if you hit a Shadow or Hunter, it's 5k. I think an Anchor's 3k, but we can just sell all the chemistry styles that don't sell. Check what managers sell for again. So he's a gold. Doesn't like he's selling too much, but again, with SBCs, these managers can, rise crazy. And then we can quick sell all of the things that don't sell. You'll hit some also manager league cards. Have a look for them. You can get some coins like that as well. But the manager league cards, for example, I think the Liga F does really well. It sells for a K or 2. And in these tradable packs, I would just sell everything that sells. So I would probably sell everything here, You can sell everything here because that'll keep the coins going. It's all about efficiency, right? It's up to you. How many coins do you want to spend versus how quick do you want to get this grind done? If you're looking to do SBCs for free, sell everything here. If you hit any tradable fodder, you can also hit, promos and icons, ridiculous stuff. But even just a couple of cards that sell for Evos or they sell for other reasons, okay? Get them sold. On that jumbo gold pack alone, you can make 5k back, which pretty much paid for itself. And then you've got the prime gold players pack as the group reward. And this is where you're looking to hit big on fodder, on promos, on whatever it is, right? There you go. We got an inform in the first run. We got some loads of the cards. I'll go back into the league SBCs. Next SBC that comes out that requires an inform, that's 10k ticked off the price. And you can see how this is really starting to do SBCs for free. Of course, you'll start to hit high-end fodder the more you do this. I'm going to keep saying it. You can hit icons. I still find it mental you can get icons for a free grind. So once you've done a full run of the Premium Mixed League upgrades, I would go and then do the same steps 2 or steps 1, 2, 3, wherever you need to start at, whatever you need to put into your club. If you've not got enough bronze players, do bronze pack method, go right from the start. If you've already got some, you can go back to doing upgrades, whatever it is for you, okay? Do 1, 2, or do 3 ideally runs of this premium. And then, like we said before, do the exact same method, but just on the mixed league upgrade. So you're selling what sells, you're keeping all cards no matter what. that are untradeable. You put in what you don't need in upgrades. You put in what you need in League SBCs. It's the same concept. It's the same concept with your packs. You get back from the SBC as well. And that is most of the grind in terms of getting the packs in your club. This small rare gold players pack and the prime gold players packs are your big hitters for fodder and promos, but you also get some really nice packs back here and here. They can hit decent. You'd be surprised. I seen an icon in one of them the other day. I know I keep saying icons, boys, but I seen an icon in one of the mixed players packs like before on Twitter. Ridiculous. You'll hit big from the small prime gold and the small rare gold as well. And then obviously all your tradable packs, you can start making your coins back. But I've got some tips for you boys on how you can do this even better. I think these are really important, as I know some of you might be new to League SBCs, so listen up. It is very much a time versus money thing, as you've heard me say throughout the video. All of these, depending on what you do with tradable cards, is time versus money. You could sell all of your lib and sub cards you get tradable. It'll just slow down the grind. Or you can keep them all. It'll speed up the grind. And then you're going to have to, buy less players when you're doing it. So it is completely up to you. You could even, for example, for these lib and sud squads, right, only use untradables to basically sell everything. And you will eventually get enough untradable lib and sud cards where you can do the whole thing for free just using your bronze packs, right? It'll just take a lot longer. So completely up to you. Our next tip, boys, or, a little bit of a hint, I guess, I don't know what you want to call it, is that if you're losing coins or it feels like you're losing coins after only doing one run of the SBC or only doing a few bronze packs, people tell me that all the time, right? This is a method you do in mass, right? You're not looking to make coins. You're looking to break even and do SBCs. So do loads of bronze packs, right? This is really good if you've got 50, 100,000 coins or more, as then you can start to do it, en masse, like on repeat, on a cycle. If you feel like you're losing coins after only a few packs, you can just get unlucky, right? You can get an unlucky cycle 1 or 2 times. That's normal. So yeah, just go again, keep going. And then another quick tip, boys, speaking of losing coins, is make sure you sell all your tradable fodder, right? If you're looking to keep your coins. I know this is a fodder grind for SBCs, but if you're looking to keep your coins, sell tradable fodder that you get from this grind and keep the untradeable fodder for SBCs. Oh, and bonus tip, because I've just remembered it. If you're going to sell cards, lazy sell them. Lazy selling's great. The lib and sud cards, lazy sell like crazy as people just buy them from the SBC menu. Lazy selling is just where you add a few hundred coins to when you're selling the cards. They always work. So if you want to get the most coins possible, lazy sell your cards. Well, boys, get grinding, get packing promos, packing icons. If this method helps you out at all, or the grind video, just leave a like on the video. Really does help us out. Comment down below if you've got any questions, or you can come into the streams on Twitch and ask any questions you want. And most importantly, if you need coins to start this grind off, I would watch this video here. It's the 0 to 1 million guide. You probably need a couple 100k to do this, to the absolute maximum. So watch that and you'll get some coins ready to do this grind. But boys, like always, I'll see you in a bizzle.